It was an exciting weekend for those of us who work at WSFA 12 News. If you haven't noticed by now, we are officially moved into our new building on historic Dexter Avenue, and we launched our first newscast from this location Saturday night.
And now that we've all moved in, WSFA 12 News reporter Brian Henry takes a look at how far we've come and where we're going from here at our new home.
Stand by. 5, 4.
The last newscast on the last night.
And the number of COVID-19.
To the final goodbye.
We want to say thank you and come on over to the news post.
Lights out on their first 65 years at WSFA on Delano Avenue, and what a ride it's been.
Still, though, it's hard to say goodbye.
That was how I began.
We began with Kim Davis, the first African-American female noon anchor in the 1980s.
I probably was 24 years old.
And fresh out of college, pinching herself knowing she had joined the team.
I absolutely loved knowing that every day you were impacting, telling the community what was going on.
So did Eileen Jones, WSFA's political reporter for 18 years.
Viewers used to come to me and say how much they enjoyed Channel 12. And one of the things they said was, you all seem like your family. And we were. We were really close.
Our move to 445 Dexter didn't happen overnight. We got the announcement in October of 2017. There were hurdles to plow through, some seemingly too much to overcome.
Many hands went into the design of this facility.
But the steady hand of Chief Engineer Morris Pollock made it all work, along with team members like Steve, David, and Brian.
I was just going to make a little note about what we just did.
Pollock remembers the most difficult challenge.
Just kind of being at the center of everything that's going on and being the person in the middle that needed to answer the questions for all of the parties around me.
The station then took a major step towards a move with the raising of the new sign last fall. That's when it became all too real for former anchor Kim Hendricks.
Brian, I swell with pride seeing that WSFA going up on that building in downtown Montgomery, because this station's a huge part of Alabama history.
The history covering 65 years, starting with Frank, Carl, Bob, Kim, and those behind the scenes such as Vic Irving. And now,
I was thinking the other day,
Valerie Lawson.
everyone who works there makes up WSFA.
And Mark Bullock.
Cities are taking additional precautions. You know, this building has served us well. It was built to be a television station in the mid-1950s, so we've got a lot of high ceilings, we've got a lot of large studios.
And a lot of history. Robert F. Kennedy once stood on the front steps, the Civil Rights Movement.
We did a 30-minute special on that, so I got to meet some foot soldiers.
Along with the tragedies that connected all of us.
A hardest memory on the set, Enterprise, learning we lost students in that storm.
Brian, we've been watching your station on the air covering this all day. What's going on where you are tonight?
Well, Brian, this storm will not quit. Round 2 is on the way, as a matter of fact. And so here we are, the new place, the new home with modern day technology, more than 20 miles worth of cables, computers, monitors, all new, all thoroughly modern for the 21st century and beyond.
28 minutes to do it.
30 minutes before launch Saturday night, the pep talk.
Day in and day out, the professionals and everything else, man, it's awesome.
And the prayer.
It was a symbol for a time such as this. Father, Lord, we just thank you.
With minutes ticking away before the debut, one last check on the scripts.
I'm going to put a close-up tag.
About ready to launch, so good luck.
3.
And then the moment of truth. Showtime.
Good evening, I'm Mark Bullock.
And I'm Valerie Lawson.
From Delano to Dexter, the legacy continues.
Home in historic downtown Montgomery.
And if you were to add it all up tonight, Channel 12 spent more than 23,000 days at the old location. Mark and Val?
Brian, that was so fun to watch. Thanks a lot for that.
It sure was, to see some of those old, well, I don't want to say old folks, but WSFA alums. It was great to see. Thanks
Familiar
a lot, Brian.
faces.
Yeah. Well, to help put all of this into perspective, WSFA spent nearly 24,000 days on East Delano since it started on December 25th, 1954.
And while we loved that building and we love that community, of course, WSFA 12 News is not a building. It's the people and it's the work we do, which will not change as we move forward into the 21st century. We're glad you're with us.